Aloha guys, this is Dr. Tom Walker coming at you again. We're going to talk about something real important today, and that is your keys to success, why you're going to school. So I made a new PowerPoint to talk about it. All right, for the next several months, you should have one primary goal: to complete your program and to graduate, period. Everything else should come second. Now, some of you might be offended by that, but I'm telling you that's the way I truly believe. Hold on a minute, let me adjust this a little bit. Okay, well, anyway, yes, indeed. If you work or you have a family, you don't have to ignore them, but you do need to schedule time to complete your schoolwork. This is a temporary situation, guys. You're not going to be going to school for the next 40 years. You are for the next year or so. Get it done, and you'll have something to fall back on, or a new career, and it all from now on out. Okay. Ask the family to give you some private time and get it done. Lay the law down. Now, guys, I'm sure you know that I'm old school and I was a paratrooper and all that kind of thing. But yeah, man, yeah, I went all the way through school with a wife and 2 kids and working a job through 9 years of college. That's not the best way to do it. I wouldn't recommend you do it that way, but you gotta play with the cards you're dealt, But you also gotta, if the kids are in there bugging you and it's time to you work, tell them to go on and leave you alone. You're doing something that's going to help them and everybody else. Lay the law down, man. I know, I'm from a different era. All right, this is only a temporary situation. The results of completing your program will stay with you for the rest of your life. Give it the months required now, and you will benefit from it forever. Keep your eyes on the prize, man. Keep your eyes on the prize. Be smart with your work. Now, the faculty and the administration of the college consider the discussion questions the most important thing. I try to get that across to you when we talk about it. The DQs are the most important. Why? Number one, it's how we communicate back and forth and interact with you when we leave comments. But most importantly, it's how we take roll. Now, in these classes, you have to have a 90% attendance or you will fail them. Why? Because we're getting you ready for the work world, and they won't tolerate a bunch of absenteeism and stuff. You must do them on time, and you must do the replies at the same time. Now, guys, this is Dr. Tom. You can level with me. How long does it take to do a reply? Golly gee, it's great. I really learned a lot from this. Wow, it's cool. Bingo. If you don't do them, you lose points. Not only do you have to have, you can only miss one and pass the course, but you still have to have a 70% of a grade on them. And every time you're late, and you don't do you post your discussion question, you don't do the 2 replies, you drop from a 10 to a 6, and you get enough of those and you'll fail just from that alone. So guys, get it together and do it properly. These things I know some of them of the DQs are fairly demanding, but that's good, guys. You're working in healthcare. It's not a walk in the park. It's serious stuff. Always do the DQs on time. But I have people right now that are 5 and 6, 7 behind. They're going to fail, of course, most likely. And it's sad because it would be relatively simple for them to jump in there and knock them out. Okay. This is something we've had problems with. We've tightened up lately. It's not as much of a problem. Don't skip the tests. At least in my classes, I teach the important basic medical sciences like anatomy and medical terminology, pathophysiology, those courses. If you skip the test, you don't do it, you will fail the class. You can have the best DQs and homework in the world, and if you don't do the darn test, you will fail. We were having a real problem with that, and we just absolutely laid the law down. Putting them off will cost you points, and you will ultimately fail if you don't complete them. Guys, like in anatomy, miss one test and it can drop you down to failing. Now, do we let you take it if you miss it? Yeah, but you got to make arrangements to do it special. It's a pain in the butt to you, and it's a pain in the butt to me. I would recommend wait till the weekend to take it because you'll have a chance to go over the material more. Don't skip the tests. I usually give study sheets for it too, guys. It would be very wise of you to pay attention to those study sheets. I'm not giving you the questions of the test or the answers or anything like that, of course not. But I'm giving you a clue as to where to study, and that's worth a lot. Keep your eyes on the prize. Do the homework, like the activities and assignments, on time. Guys, it all ties together. You have to do it anyway, and if you do it on time, it's helping you prepare to take the test and do your discussions while you're learning, hopefully, as you're filling out this stuff. The homework is probably the easiest because you basically can look, you look up the answers in the book and stuff. So it's just, again, it's something that just takes time. You got to set some time aside and do it. It's not going to do itself, and we are not going to do it for you. Okay, I just wrote this, guys. I'm learning my way around here. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let anything stop you. Guys, it's heartbreaking to see a student come to school, work for a year, take all these hard courses, struggle but do okay, accumulate debt that they're going to owe for their education, and just before they're ready to start their clinicals, they drop out. I don't know why. There's people are all different. They all have different situations. But guys, even if you don't want to be a medical assistant or a billion coding person or whatever, you still need to finish the program. It still looks good in your resume. If you're getting a degree, you still have an associate degree. So yeah, don't let anything stop you when you've got that far into it. Why? Well, you owe for it. For one thing, you owe the money. You've got all that time. You will regret it the rest of your frickin' life if you drop out. Okay? All right. I think I've done all the damage I could say. I've had to bite my tongue to not sound like a drill sergeant. Now, most students do a great job. Some of them have problems. We have any resource that you can imagine here at the college to help you with student services and all. That's what a career college like Hawaii Medical is all about. Okay. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. The prize is to complete your work, finish your program, and graduate. You're in a great profession with a great future. It's unlimited how far you can go even with this. This isn't a PhD, it doesn't matter. Still great. All right? So, having said all I can say, I'm going to try to cut this thing short now. So this is Dr. Tom signing off.